Excuse me. What is up, my friends? We are finally doing this. We're finally doing it. Here we are. It's it's time for another episode of Quickie Wednesday Live. How are you all doing today? Now, we're gonna have a few people popping into this live chat. Hopefully, we're gonna be doing a pretty big digital giveaway. I mean, not huge, but there's 3 digital copy codes here. Dylan Mendez, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. And yeah, we've got 3 digital copy codes here today, and I do plan to give them away live. Kid Intel Ect says, "Hey, what is going on?" So we have 3 digital copy codes here. One for Knives Out, one for Jojo Rabbit, and one for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. If you're curious, no, I did not happen to pick up Frozen 2 yet on Blu-ray. It hasn't happened yet, so when that does happen, I will probably end up doing my own kind of private, not private, but its own maybe video. It's not going to be included in a big Blu-ray haul, Blu-ray update video. And that's basically what this is. That's what this Quickie Wednesday Live is for the second official Quickie Wednesday. We are doing a giveaway. So first, this is a Blu-ray update. Most and foremost, mainly this is a Blu-ray update. So after I'm done doing this update, we're going to give away these Blu-rays. Now, or not Blu-rays, digital copy codes. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Blu-rays that are not new releases, but they are older releases. Some of them newer than others. That I'm going to be adding to my collection. And then the 3 new releases that I am going to be doing the digital copy giveaways for. That's all starting here with Knives Out. I watched this movie again last night after picking it up, and holy smokers, you know, I had a lot of problems, not a lot of problems, but I had some problems with this movie the first time that I saw it. And then after kind of watching it again last night and knowing what was going to happen and knowing the twists and knowing the turns, I kind of had myself prepared for all that already. So watching the movie, I kind of picked up hints throughout the film. And Rian Johnson kind of sprinkles out a lot of stuff throughout this movie. So it is kind of really smart. It's a really smart screenplay. And I'm kind of happy that he got nominated for Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars. I mean, it's really a solid movie. So, yeah, Knives Out. We got this. We got the back here going. Here was some nice artwork there, which I did kind of really enjoy on the spine here. We got Ana de Armas, Daniel Craig, we got Jamie Lee Curtis, and we got Chris Evans on the spine there. And I will tell you this, Ana de Armas is a superstar. She is a total superstar in this movie. She is fantastic. She got a Golden Globe nomination. Robert Neal says, thanks for the chance to win. No problem, my friend. Thanks for joining. And yeah, we're going to be getting to the giveaways pretty soon here. But yeah, Knives Out, I mean, Ana de Armas is one of my favorite upcoming stars. Her and Florence Pugh are basically my favorite upcoming stars. She's going to be in the next Bond movie, and that's coming out in April, so I'm excited to see what she's going to have to do in that. But yeah, she carries you through this film. She's the heart, she's the soul of this movie, and I just, I was a big fan of it. There's not that many loose ends by the end of this film, so yeah, Knives Out. The Blu-ray. Oh, and I'll also mention that the Blu-ray quality of this is stunning. Daniel N says, "Been waiting to see this. Thanks." Yeah, man, it's definitely worth a watch. So, like I said before, we're gonna be doing this giveaway pretty soon. Um, but yeah, Knives Out definitely a better movie for me than Star Wars: The Last Jedi was. Not that I want to get into the Star Wars conversation, but I think Rian Johnson is better at his original content than he is with his uh, content that kind of coming into a universe that's already established. Give him complete control with the screenplay, with this world, and I think Knives Out really was a home run for him. Kimmy Nugent says, thanks for the giveaway. It looks good. Yeah, definitely a good movie. So that giveaway is coming in a few minutes. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out in the long run. So don't forget to go ahead and like the video, share the video. That's always a plus as well. So the next film that I will be doing the digital copy giveaway for is Jojo Rabbit. This movie won an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay, written by Taika Waititi. This movie is heartwarming. It's gut-wrenching at times, and I really think Taika balances the tones in this movie very well. I think he could balance the darker tones, which are sprinkled out through this movie, and the lighter tones. And you really do kind of see where JoJo's coming from. He's growing up in this kind of Hitler Youth kind of world, and his head kind of gets turned upside down when he sees his mother's hiding a Jewish girl up in her attic. She is here, played by, what is her name? Thomasin McKenzie. She was also great in the film as well. So she's another upcoming star that I'm really excited to continue to see. But yeah, really, I mean, just after you watch it, you feel kind of good about yourself. Even though some of the subject matter is kind of really crazy and messed up, just by the way the film ends in the final scene, it is kind of heartwarming. It's kind of touching. So yeah, Jojo Rabbit, really good movie, and the Blu-ray quality is good. The sound quality, really good. Sure, it's just as good on digital. So yeah, that's another one I'm going to be doing a digital copy giveaway for. And finally, this isn't the final film in this update video, but this is the final one that I have a digital copy code for that I am going to be doing a giveaway for. It's the final new release of these batches, and that's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, with Tom Hanks, who totally killed it as Mr. Rogers. He's fantastic. Joe Sonny says both are awesome movies. Thanks for the chance. No problem, my friend. No problem. Anytime. I like to give back just as much as I like to show you guys the movies I'm getting, talk about them. Maybe you'll enjoy them, maybe you won't. But I also like to give back to my viewers. You guys are watching my content, watching my videos, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for it. I don't think you guys know just how grateful I am that you're watching my content. It does really mean a lot. So this is the least I could do, is maybe give you guys some good movies to watch as well, So yeah, but A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, really sweet movie, really heartwarming film. The big thing about this movie to me is Tom Hanks. The takeaway is Tom Hanks. He's incredible as Mr. Rogers. He was deservedly nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars. He's fantastic in this movie. I mean, all the other acting is really good as well, but Tom Hanks is the standout here. The move does get a little mushy at times. I mean, maybe that's what you could expect from a movie like this. Called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and the subject matter and Mr. Rogers himself and all this. Of course, it might get a little mushy at times, but, I mean, this man speaks the truth. I mean, just the writing of the lines that Tom Hanks delivers as Mr. Rogers, some of it is like, this is exactly what I need to hear right now. So if you are down in the dumps, this is the movie to watch. That's no lie. I mean, that's probably the best way I could describe it. If you're down in the dumps, this is definitely the movie to watch. So, the spine here, we've got, the characters and in the title there. So yeah, those are the 3 films that I do have the digital copy codes that I will be giving away for. And without actually giving them away in the video right now, there's proof. There's the Knives Out. And then we've got Jojo Rabbit. And this is A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. All right. So, now I'm just going to get through the 15 movies I picked up at local pawn shops and all that sort of stuff. And I'm definitely interested to hear your guys' take on any of these movies that I picked up. Because some of them are, like, really interesting picks here. I thought Tom Hanks' performance... Or I thought Tom Hanks did a really great job in this movie. One of his best performances said Double Forces. I agree. I think he's fantastic. But when is Tom Hanks never not great? I mean, can anybody really tell me a performance that Tom Hanks gave that was not good? I mean, he's great in everything he does. Whether it's Captain Phillips, whether it's Forrest Gump, whether it's Saving Mr. Banks as Walt Disney, you know, I mean, come on now. He's fantastic. I mean, I'm surprised he wasn't nominated back in 2013 for either Captain Phillips or Saving Mr. Banks. Like, I believe this was his first Oscar nomination in like 20 years. Dylan Mendez says, love your content. Thank you so much, my friend. That does mean a lot to me. Daniel S. says, Tom Hanks is a G-O-G. Maybe you meant greatest of all time. Maybe you meant God. Whatever you're saying, I agree with that. Because Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors. So, 100%. All right, so let's get into this update. So we got 15. We're going to start. We're going to kick things off. Got this for $2 at a pawn shop right by my house. I can't believe somebody sold this, but it's an older film. It's called American Werewolf in London. This is a horror movie. And I've seen it once in my life. I haven't watched this Blu-ray edition yet, but I'm definitely planning to watch it. I did really like it. This was recommended to me years ago. Watched it years ago. Really dug it. Really loved it. Had a great time with it. So I'm excited to revisit this movie. So, you know, an American Werewolf in London. Have any of you guys seen this? I mean, because it's been a long time for me. So, I mean, I'm definitely excited to revisit it. But this is one of the movies I did pick up. From what I remember, I definitely do recommend it. I think a lot of people call it an American classic. So, Kid Intellect says, "Yep, Tom Hanks always gives a good performance. No question about it. I mean, he's Tom Hanks. I mean, he's one of the best actors we have living today. And that's not even talking about his voiceover work in Toy Story, all the Toy Story movies. Like Tom Hanks, he could do anything, you know. I'll watch Tom Hanks make a bowl of cereal and eat it. And if the movie was just called Tom is Eating Cereal, I would go pay to see it, because I'm sure he'd be fantastic in it. Double Forces says Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons probably on the bottom of my list of Tom Hanks movies. I actually never saw those films, believe it or not. I started reviewing movies in 2012. I mean, I was seeing movies before that as well, I mean, obviously, but I mean, I wasn't seeing everything. So I totally missed I totally missed those movies, and I still haven't seen them. I want Tom Hanks to yell Wilson for 3 hours straight. And honestly, if he did, a lot of people are going to be watching it. And I'm one of them. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are one of them as well. Castaway is a classic, you know? And I actually, let me see if I have it. I do have it. I have it on Blu-ray. It's on my shelf. I mean, that's not part of this. That's not part of this update. But I mean, it's, come on now. It's a great movie, and it's directed by Robert Zemeckis, same guy who did Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks is an awesome actor. One of my favorites is Green Mile. Excellent film, says Ben Lord. Daniel N. says Bear Grylls should have him on an episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls. Yeah, I know. I mean, can you imagine if he kind of played that character again from Castaway, and he kind of goes on that show? I think that would be really cool. So next up in this update, we've got Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. I watched this movie again last night, and it zips by. Like, from start to finish, this movie is so good, it zips by, it's so funny. And you might think, oh, this movie's just a raunchy comedy. It's actually a little more than that. Because his relationship, Johnny Knoxville's relationship with his grandson in this movie, it's kind of touching. And from where it starts to where it ends, I mean, I'm into it, and it's very rewatchable to me. And I think, you know, I love the idea that there's an actual kind of story behind this. And the comedy's hilarious. I mean, I love it. I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie, but all I'll say is there's in a restaurant. And it's a restaurant scene, and something happens, and it's like, oh my God, I was rolling on my floor laughing. Like, it was hilarious. So, Bad Grandpa's sixth movie in this collection I've got. Really, really, really great movie. And I do recommend it if you've never seen it. Another great film that I have been looking for on Blu-ray for years and have never found it. And I don't know why someone decided to sell it. I got this for $2. Double Forces says that beauty pageant bit was so funny. I know. I love that whole entire movie. It's Bad Grandpa. Ew, you sharted. Right. That's the scene I'm talking about. It's hilarious. That is exactly the scene I'm talking about. It's probably my favorite scene of the whole movie. It's great. But yeah, I got Disturbia here. Shia LaBeouf's one of his best performances. The romance in this movie is like the chemistry he has with this girl. I don't even know what her name is, but she's the girl that moves next door, and the chemistry he has with her comes off the damn screen. And when they start kissing, you feel warm inside. It's like, wow, this is really, woo, like, it's something else. And the thrilling elements in this as well are great. I mean, it's great. George T says Disturbia is an excellent film. 100%. I mean, I picked this up. I watched it again last night. I actually watched it after I watched Bad Grandpa. And then I watched another movie after that, which is coming up pretty soon. And I was like, yeah, this movie it's fantastic. I love it. I think it's incredible. I think it's really a great thriller. One of my favorite thrillers, if not my favorite thriller. And I honestly wish there was a digital copy code that I had for this that I could give out to one of you, because if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. This is a great film. It's great. And it came out in 2007. It's only an hour and 44 minutes, so it's definitely worth your time. Very rewatchable. Sarah Romer, yeah, that's the girl. The chemistry he has with her is totally, like, bonkers. Like, on-screen romance. Like, no one ever talks about this movie and that element to it. Like, it's so believable. Like, it's crazy. But this is a crazy good movie, and I do definitely recommend it. All right. So next up, we've got a movie that came out back in 2016. Robert Nielsen's loose remake of Hitchcock's Rear Window. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I mean, that's a great film as well. But yeah, 2016 film here. If not in my top 10 of 2016, it was in my honorable mentions. If not in my honorable mentions, right in my top 20 of 2016. And that's Don't Breathe. This movie, again, picked it up for $2. I was like looking for this everywhere. I got a DVD of it, you know, but I mean, I kind of want to watch it in high definition. And I was looking for it everywhere. I found it in a few places, but I'm not going to pay $15 for it. I mean, it's good, but I mean, I just have, my priorities are towards newer releases, obviously. So when you see a movie like this for $2, you can't pass it up. And there's a turkey baster scene in this movie that is going to creep you out. It's going to chill you to the bone, and you're going to be like, wow, total turkey baster. Like, I don't want to make turkey ever again with a turkey baster. Dylan Mendez says Don't Breathe was good. Yeah, it definitely was. Cutie Pie says loved it, and great deal on it. Yeah, I know, $2. The pawn shop at my house, they literally only sell these Blu-rays for $2. I mean, some of the new releases they sell for a little more, The 4Ks are obviously more money than that, but yeah, basically all their Blu-rays are only $2. So it's like it's nuts, and they're great condition too. Like I checked them before I buy them, the disc was fine. You know, all in the disc was fine. So I'm lucky that I live close to a place like this because there's not many around anymore these days. I mean, let's call a spade here. It's just not happening. But this is a great movie, and I do definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. Again, really good thriller. Next up is a movie that I have not seen, and I'm probably going to watch it within the next week. I've heard a lot of great things about this. I've heard a lot of good things from John the Flickinger about this movie, and that's Drive with Ryan Gosling. I don't really know what this movie's about, but I basically saw it because I said, "Oh, $2? Of course, why not?" I've heard so many great things about this movie, so of course I had to buy it. So I'm not sure if you guys like this film. Definitely pop that in the chat if you've seen Drive. What do you think about Drive? But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. So I can't really say much about it because I haven't watched it yet. So Robert Nielsen's great movie. Yeah, I've heard that, man. I've heard that. So yeah, I'll definitely give you guys my thoughts about it when I see it. But I'm definitely looking forward to watching it. Okay, next up is probably one of the might be the worst movie on this list. Unbelievable Montages says it's a great reimagining of Le Samurai. Oh, okay. Do that there. Okay, all right. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, I've heard so many great things about it. Mr. G says, haven't seen it yet either, but on my list to see. Yeah, definitely. And I can't wait to watch it. I mean, I've heard so many great things about it, so. And I love Ryan Gosling. You know what I mean? Like, he's great. So I am excited to see that. And like I said, I'm probably going to watch it within the next week. But yeah, next up here we've got this. I think I paid $5. No, I think I paid $4 for this. Because it is a Disney release, and they sometimes they charge a little extra for Disney movies. It's a Pixar film. It's my least favorite Pixar film. It's probably a lot of people's least favorite Pixar film. And the only reason why I bought this damn movie is to finish my Pixar Blu-ray collection. I have every Pixar film on either 4K or Blu-ray. So to complete that collection, I bought The Good Dinosaur. Yeah, The Good Dinosaur. Another Pixar gem that triumphs. Yeah, I disagree. But hey, if you guys like this movie, I am happy for you. Watch it, go to town with it. It's just for me. I don't hate it. I just don't really care for it. I thought it was just kind of bland. I thought it was a little dull. I thought it was a little generic. It's better than Cars 2 at least. I'm not gonna lie to you, and this is just for me, my personal opinion. I would probably rather watch Lightning McQueen race around than watch this movie with characters that I don't care about. Like, say what you want about Cars 2, but Cars 1 I love. Until Dylan Mendez says Cars is my favorite Pixar movie. I really love the first Cars film. And that film made me care about Lightning McQueen and care about Mater. So when I see Cars 2, at least there's characters that I still like. And I could still kind of get behind. Even though there's cars flying off rooftops, it's a little ridiculous. But this movie, I care about the Cars characters more than I care about these characters. And I guess that's what it comes down to in the end of the day. Like, if anything, I don't think Cars 2 is dull. I don't know. Kid Intellect says, I like The Good Dinosaur. And hey, man, that's fantastic. Definitely. Somebody's got to like it. I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's mediocre. I don't hate it. I will say that. I don't hate it. I will watch it, but it's not memorable for me. I don't know. New Challenger says, Good Dinosaur is okay, but definitely not my favorite Pixar movie. So many good contenders for Pixar's top spots. Yeah, I agree. Well, Dylan Mendez says Cars is his favorite Pixar movie. For me, Toy Story 3 is my favorite Pixar film. But I'm not sure if you guys watched, but I do have my top 21, I believe it is, Pixar movies. I ranked them all. And that's up now in my playlist of top 10 best and worst lists or something like that. So definitely check that out if you're interested. One is Toy Story 3, so there's a big spoiler. I also love Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Inside Out, The Incredibles, the Toy Story movies. I mean, Ratatouille. They're all great. I mean, a lot of them are great. So it was kind of hard to rank them. But I do kind of stand and stick with my rankings on those movies. So, yeah. But yeah, Good Dinosaur. I mean, even if it's not the bottom of your list, it's probably around there. So I guess that's fair enough. I don't know. But yeah, so next up in this update video is one of the most imaginative romance movies that I've ever seen. And it's an Academy Award winner for Best Original Screenplay. Can you guys guess what this movie is? One of the supporting actresses is Rooney Mara. And like I said, it's an Academy Award winner for Best Original Screenplay. Unbelievable montages. Guess what, my friend? You were the first to click in with her. And you're right, my friend. It's her. That's awesome that you got that. Yes, it's her. I really only watched this movie once in the theater, and I left really liking it. I just, I haven't really watched it again from beginning to end. Which I kind of want to do, so I bought it again for $2. I bought that from the Dollar Tree last month. Great movie. Yeah, from what I remember, really solid movie. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix has become one of my favorite actors. After giving one of the best performances in a film ever, in my opinion, for Joker. I mean, I saw this, I was like, I love Joaquin Phoenix. And I liked the movie. I like Amy Adams, Rooney Mara. I'll definitely check it out. Or watch it again, I should say. Double Forces says Chris Pratt was also pretty good in this. I couldn't even tell it was him for the first half. Chris Pratt is in this movie? Really? No, is he really? Dylan Mendes says Joker was pretty good. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Let me go to IMDb because I do not remember seeing Chris Pratt in that movie. Let me see. I mean, man, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to see what character he was. Because I don't remember. Let's see. 2014. Paul. He played Paul. Let me go to Google. I just have to see what he looked like in the movie. 2014. Okay. Chris Pratt. Let's see. Oh, I have no memory of this. Well, when I watch the movie again, I'll definitely that's crazy. I'll definitely look out for that. Wow. Yeah, he's a great actor. I mean, I guess that's one of the great things about Chris Pratt is he could really disappear into a role. He could really disappear into a role. So, I mean, this is proof. This is 100% proof. Sorry about this, guys. Somebody sent me a message real quick sent me several messages, so I kind of have to reply real quick. And then we'll be set. And we'll be set to go. I hate it when people are impatient. So we don't have too many left. We're getting through the list here. Let me see. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Unbelievable Montages says, you are familiar with director Spike Jonze's other work, like Adaptation, Being John Malkovich, and Where the Wild Things Are. I haven't seen Adaptation. I haven't seen Being John Malkovich, but I have seen Where the Wild Things Are, but only once, and that was when it first came out. So I really don't remember anything from it. Only the big creature-looking things. Jurassic Fett says, hi, hello, my friend. How are you doing? And thanks for popping in. Means a lot. Means a lot that you're here. Okay, so next up in this Blu-ray collection video, believe it or not, or update video, it's definitely not a collection video. We'd be here for hours if that was the case. But yeah, this is a movie that I've never owned on Blu-ray, believe it or not, ever. Never even owned a DVD of it. Only really caught it on TV. It's crazy, but it's Home Alone. A great family film, a great holiday film, a great comedy. I mean, it's a really solid movie. Joe Pesci's in this movie, and he plays one of the Wet Bandits. Is that what they're called? But yeah, I mean, just a fun movie. Macaulay Culkin, you know, when he was young and out of trouble. I think he's doing a little better now, from what I've seen. So, but yeah, he's good in this movie. Really great child performance, and I really dug it. I thought it was really great. Obviously, I mean, it's like a classic, like Chip Douglas says, nice classic. So yeah, Wet Bandits. Okay, yeah, I thought that was their names. I didn't want to get it wrong there. But yeah, really solid movie. I mean, obviously, I think everybody's seen this, and if you haven't, go check it out. It doesn't matter if you watch this Christmas time or not. It's still an entertaining, fun little film. Kid Intellect says, Kevin! Jew Uric says, Macaulay at his finest. Chip Douglas says, Sticky Bandits in the sequel. Sticky Bandits in the sequel. All right. There we go. I think I was going to get that mixed up. I think Donald Trump is in the sequel as well. First two are the best. Yeah, if there is a third one, I haven't seen it. So maybe that's a good thing. All right, next up in this update video is a film that is it won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Jurassic Fett says, what movies have you given away already? I've not given anything away already. I'm just getting through a quick little update of the new movies that I got, and then I'm going to do the giveaway, or the 3 giveaways, I should say. Drew Uric says, there are 5? There's 5 Home Alone movies? Chip Douglas says there are 5. I only thought there was 3. Okay, well, there we go. Had no clue. Had no idea. That's crazy. That is nuts. Wow. Okay. But yeah, next up we got a 6-time Academy Award winner, including Best Picture. Can you guys guess what this is? This might be a little harder. This might be a little harder. Unbelievable Montages came out with Her last time, and he got it right with the first guess. So, any hints? Okay, let me give you a hint. No, it's not. It's not Parasite. That's actually a good choice, though. I actually don't have that on Blu-ray. I have it on digital, actually, on my Xfinity. I'm planning on getting it though, on a physical copy. Ernest Scared Stupid. No, that's definitely not it. Any hints? All right. Hints. It's written by Mark Ball, and it's stars Jeremy Renner, No, we already talked about JoJo. We already talked about Knives Out. This is a film. It's not a newer release. Unbelievable Montages gets it again. You got it again. Timmy Nugent. Kimmy Nugent. Tag. No, that's not it. I don't think Tag got any Oscar nominations. But, good guess, I suppose. But, yeah, it's The Hurt Locker. You got it again, my friend. You got it again. It's The Hurt Locker. Believe it or not, I've never seen this movie from beginning to end. Saw it for $2. I said, how could I go wrong here? Of course I'm going to get it and watch it. I mean, it won the Best Picture over Avatar, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. It's like a war movie, I guess. That's what it looks like. So, you know, I'm sure it's good. I can't really give you my thoughts on that right now. Next up is a movie that came out last year, actually. So this is probably the newest of the bunch here. This movie came out last year. It didn't get any Oscar nominations. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. It is a sequel. It is a film that I actually owned on 4K, sold the 4K, and now bought the Blu-ray combo pack. And I paid $5 for it. Can anybody guess what it is? It's a sequel. It came out last year. And I paid $5 for it. I don't know if I could give any better hints. Because if I say some... I mean, it's going to be obvious when I say what genre it is. Like, if I say what genre it is, they'll be like, oh, it's... Ralph Breaks the Internet, says Jew Urich. No. That actually came in 2018. In the U.S., I'm not sure where you're at. But that was November 2018. Unbelievable Montages, Fantastic Beasts also came out in November 2018. This is a 2019 film. Jurassic Fett, says It Chapter 2. And you got it right, my friend. It's It Chapter 2. And no, Double Forces, it's not Spider-Man Far From Home. I have that on 4K, and I don't plan on selling that on 4K. That's going to stick around for a little while. But yeah, it's It Chapter 2. You got it right. Had it on Blu-ray, sold it off, bought it back on Blu-ray, popped it in for a few minutes. I watched the scene of the Chinese restaurant, because that's probably the best scene of the movie. And it still looks good. I mean, the quality is still good. But yeah, It Chapter 2, I mean, full review is up on this channel now. So if you're interested in that, and my full in-depth thoughts on this, feel free to check it out. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't think it's great. I obviously think the first one is better. I mean, It Chapter 1 is probably one of my favorite horror movies. This is just kind of falls into a bunch of okay horror movies. Mo Komochi says Pennywise. Yeah, there he is. The dancing clown. But I mean, if you haven't seen It Chapter 2, you should probably watch Chapter 1 first. If you hadn't seen Chapter 1, check them out. I do recommend them as a whole, but I don't think I'd recommend this on its own. That's just me. Dylan Mendez says I enjoyed the first one. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great film. Absolutely a great film. All right, next up is a film that I never owned on Blu-ray before. And when I had the opportunity to pick this up for $2, I was like, holy smokers, let's do it. I've seen it before. I just never owned it before. Unbelievable Montages says, I think it'll be better once they add back in all the extra scenes when they do the super cut of both movies. Yeah, I was hearing the director, Andy Muschietti, was talking about doing a super cut for the both films. So it would be like a what would it be, like 2.5, 3 to 245, 3, 445, 4. It would be like a 5-hour movie if that was the case. So I mean, if they ever do that, I'll buy it definitely. If they do that and release it on 4K, I'll buy it. Sell chapter 1 and chapter 2 and own this the one film. Why not? But we'll see. I mean, who knows if that's ever going to happen. But if it does, I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, next up we got a movie that came out in 2010. And it is a Blu-ray combo pack. And it is a action comedy. It's directed by Matthew Vaughn. And Chloe Grace Moretz is a supporting actress in the film. And you could probably guess what it is. It's a really great movie. I do love it. The second one, there is a sequel that I do not care for very much. And the sequel starred Jim Carrey. Did not really care for that movie. But it's KickAss. Just a great movie. Oh, Nicolas Cage. I should have mentioned Nicolas Cage as well. This is like a superhero origin story in many ways. Classic Moretz movie. Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's very young in the film, but she's very good as well. I mean, she's a little action star. And Nicolas Cage is really good in this movie as well. I mean, he's kind of underrated in this film. So, yeah, Kick-Ass, really great movie, and I do definitely recommend this one. And hey, if you want to watch the second one as well, go ahead, but it definitely was not for me. Didn't really care for number 2 at all. Okay, so next up, this movie came out in 2016. Excuse me, it came out in December 2016. A lot of people thought it was going to get an Oscar nomination, couple Oscar nominations, but it didn't. It got snubbed for every single Oscar nomination it could have gotten, but it did get nominated for some Golden Globes, and it did, in fact, win a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor. And that was for Aaron Taylor Johnson, who went on to not even get a nomination for the movie. Instead, it was his co-star, Michael Shannon, who went on to get nominated. Unbelievable Montages, you got it again. Nocturnal Animals. I did actually own this movie once. Ended up selling it, but I rebought it for $2, and it's here to stay this time. This is a movie that probably not a... I mean, it was split. I know the reaction was split to this. I loved it, though. I thought it was, like, freaking... I thought it was interesting. I thought it was riveting. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was something else. Love that movie. Very underrated. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let me just plug in my phone here, because it's screaming at me low battery. And if anybody's curious, I'm recording with a cell phone, so I plug it in. There we go. We were at 9%. We would have survived. All right. Yeah, so Nocturnal Animals next. We got 3 left, guys. We got 3 left, and it's time for the giveaways. Mo Komoshi says, really good movie. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's very underrated. As Unbelievable Montages has mentioned, it's very underrated. I mean, Tom Ford directed and wrote the movie, and I don't know, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is fantastic. Michael Shannon, Aaron Taylor Johnson, everybody was great. And, well, what's his face is in this as well, the Lone Ranger. Armie Hammer. That's it. He's in that too. And he was good. But, okay, so yeah, we got 3 left. 2 are horror movies and 1 is a comedy. Next up, we got a horror film. I believe it came out in 2014. Let me see. Let me make sure I could find a date on here or a year. I think it came out in 2014 if I can't find a year. I think. Maybe it's 2015? I don't know. Apparently I'm blind. Let's see. Can anybody guess a... Oh, no, the first one came out in 2014. The second one came out in 2016. Oh. I'm a liar. Okay. Yeah, the first film came out in 2014. The second film came out in 2016. This is the sequel. Double Forces says Annabelle Annabelle 1 did come out in 2014. And the sequel came out in 2017. Annabelle Creation actually came out in 2017. But that would have been a great guess. But that's not the case here. This is a sequel here. And there's only 2 movies. There hasn't been a third one made. And it's the mother from the Twilight movies is in this. Conjuring, nope. That actually had the sequel come out in... The original came out in 2013. The sequel came out in 2016 for the Conjuring movies. But yeah, I'm not sure if anybody's going to get this, but it's Ouija, Origin of Evil. This movie probably disappeared into oblivion. I mean, no one talks about this movie anymore, probably because nobody likes the first one. So they were like, yeah, I don't think we're going to give the second one the light of day. When, if you do give this the light of day, it's not bad. It's not bad. The acting is really good. The directing is really good. This is directed by Mike Flanagan, who also just recently directed Dr. Sleep, which I friggin' loved. So, I mean, they made a sequel to that. Yeah, yes, they did. And believe it or not, let me see if I can. LM. I got my... They're alphabetized here, so LMN... Oh, I actually... Believe it or not, I actually own the first one as well. I mean, it has nothing to do with it. The first one has nothing to do with the second one. The cast is different. The only similar thing about it is there's a Ouija board involved. Other than that, and the logos are the same font. Other than that, there's basically nothing to connect the 2 movies. So, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. I don't know. I think this is a guilty pleasure for me. The first Ouija. It's probably not great. I watched it once and I thought it was a fun time. I don't know. Call me crazy. But the sequel's actually pretty good, so I'd recommend the sequel over the first one. But not a lot of people know it even exists, so that's a shame. Dylan Mendes says Dr. Sleep was good. Yeah, very good. Ben Lord says good to have both. Yeah, definitely. Why not, right? All right, we got 2 left, everybody. 2 left. Next is a movie from 2008, I think. Let's see. 2007. 2007. Wow, we're really getting back there. This is a horror film. Came out in 2007. There's no sequels. Or maybe there are sequels. There's 1 sequel. There's 1 sequel, I think, and I haven't seen it. Damn, I forgot about that. But the sequel has really nothing to do with the characters of the first film. I'll say that. The sequel came out in 2016? 17? 18? Something like that. Unbelievable Montage says 28 weeks later. Nope, that's not what it is. Wes Bailey says 1408. Nope, that's not what it is. It's a home invasion film. I did Unbreakable. Nope, that's not what it is, but it's cool. It's kind of... well, maybe it's not cool. Daniel Lynn says Hills Have Eyes 2. None of these picks are right, but they are good. They are good guesses. Jurassic Fest says REC. Record, maybe? Rec. No, that's not it. It's a home invasion film. I'm just going to give it away. It's The Strangers. This movie, when it came out in 2007, I remember this movie being the talk of the damn town. But I never watched it. I never got around to seeing this movie until last night. I watched 3 films last night. I watched Bad Grandpa, I watched Disturbia, and then I watched this. This for the first time. And it's a very effective thriller. I mean, this movie will thrill the hell out of you. And it will freak you out. And that's probably the most positive thing I could say about this movie. Is that it'll freak you out to no end. Like, it'll totally freak you out. The acting is very realistic. A lot of the scenarios and situations are very realistic in this movie. I think the only thing is the ending didn't work for me at all, really, how the movie ends and how you kind of get a cliched sort of jump scare ending to this. It didn't hit the landing as hard as it should have, maybe. But overall, the film is a fun movie to watch if you're in for a good thriller home invasion movie. So I mean, it's not horrible. It's not bad. It's decent. It's better than It Chapter 2. I'll say that. I'll definitely say that. But the ending does kind of take it down a few notches for me. But I do recommend it. It's called The Strangers. I do recommend it. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's not bad. All right, the final film in this collection. Why do I keep saying collection? In this update video, before we get to the 3 giveaways. This is it. It's a comedy. It came out in 2012. It was nominated for 1 Oscar, which is Best Original Song. It did not win, but it was nominated for Best Original Song. It's a comedy, and if I tell you who's in it, you're probably going to get it instantly. But it did get a sequel that came out in 2015. A lot of people thought they were going to do a 3rd one. That never happened. Maybe it will have. The Artist. Yeah, right. That's right. It was only. Hey, yeah, The Artist only nominated for Best Original Song. Didn't win Best Picture or anything. Yeah. That actually came out in 2011, by the way, and that won the Oscar in 2012 for Best Picture and all that. But Unbelievable Montage says Ted, and you're on the ball, my friend, because it is Ted. I owned this movie once before, sold it off, bought it back. It's here to stay. 21 Jump Street. Yeah, the first 21 Jump Street came out in, what, 2011? And the second one came out in 2014, I think. Something like that. But, I mean, this is a great comedy. This is probably in my top 10 comedies of all time. If anybody's curious, my favorite comedy of all time is this little movie right here called Dumb and Dumber. That is my favorite comedy. But yeah, Ted, let's see. Excuse me. Melcat says, OMG Thunder Buddies, yeah. If you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Wes Bailey says, didn't know Ted even got nominated, but awesome movie. Yeah, it got nominated for Best Original Song. The song that played over the opening credits of the movie, and then you hear it instrumentally throughout the film. I believe the song is called Everybody Has a Best Friend, or Everybody Needs a Best Friend, something like that. New Challenger says, I love Dumb and Dumber, absolutely. Kid Intellect says, I have that one too. Yeah, great comedy. With that, that's our updates. And now, I think the song is called, it's not just called Best Friend, I know that for a fact. I think it's called Everybody Needs a Best Friend. Let's see. We'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out together. IMDb has the answers. Let's see. Dylan Mendez says it's called Best Friend. Well, we will soon find out. Nominated for 1 Oscar for Best Original Song for Everybody Needs a Best Friend. So, that's the song. Still, regardless, good tune. Very good tune. All right. But hey, you were close enough. Best Friend, Everybody Needs a Best Friend, whatever. Who cares? I'm just happy you're here. I'm just happy you're here talking movies with us. So, thanks for doing so. Yeah, that wraps up this update. And now, it is time to do the live giveaways. Now, I am not going into this with any sort of bias towards any of you. I appreciate you all equally. I do. I mean, it's exciting to me that anybody could win any of these. So we're gonna do the first giveaway for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. This is the first giveaway. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, digital, copy code. And my question to you is, I'm going to ask you guys a question. All I want you to do is leave it in the chat to what your answer is, and I'm going to pick one of your guys' answer to win the code. All right, this is exciting. All right, here we go. So, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood received one Oscar nomination this year, and that was for Tom Hanks for Best Supporting Actor. Can you tell me the other 4 supporting actor nominees? That's the question. It's kind of a trivia question, so whoever could ring in with that first will be the winner. So the question is, Tom Hanks was nominated alongside 4 other guys for Best Supporting Actor this year. Who were those 4 guys? Answer that question, and we'll see who rings in first. Kid Intellect says Laura Dern, which, I mean, oh, okay, we got a winner. We got a winner, and that's new challenger. Brad Pitt, Joe Pesci, Anthony Hopkins, Al Pacino. Robert Neal literally posted, I don't know if you guys posted at the same time or what the case was, but new challenger, your message came in first, and then I got you, Drew Urich's comment, and then Robert Neal's comment came after that. So, new challenger, this is what I want you to do, my friend. If you have a Twitter or an Instagram, I want you to send me a private message on either one of those. If you want the link, you could, it's not in the description of this video, but if you want the link, if you want the, that's Ryan King 72. That's my Twitter. So, and then my Instagram is King Rises 131. So, yeah, if you follow me, just send me a private message. Say, hey, it's new challenger. I won the code for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and I will send you a picture of it. So, congratulations to you. Question, Daniel M, my friend. I will type out the next question. How does that sound? Because we already got a winner for this one. We'll do right now. Thanks. All right. So this is going to new challenger. All right. Next up, we've got. We've got the next giveaway taking place right now, and that is for the digital copy code for Jojo Rabbit. So basically, this will go just as we just did. I'm going to ask you guys a similar question, and whoever can ring in first with the right answer. I think that's the fairest way to do it, because if I ask you guys like a question like, what's your favorite Tom Hanks movie, or what's your favorite Taika Waititi movie, and you guys leave that in the comments, it's kind of like I'm gonna have to, like, it's kind of harder for me because it makes it more personal, giving the winner. So if I ask you just a trivia question, it's just pure facts. You know what I mean? New challenger sent message. Thanks again. No problem, my friend. Thanks for joining. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging around. It means a lot that you're watching my content, my friend. So I did see your message popping up. So as soon as the stream's done, I'll be sending you. I'll send you that picture, and we'll get this squared away. So yeah, next up we're gonna do Jojo Rabbit. I'm gonna ask a similar question. So I will type it out as well for Daniel N, because he wanted me to type the last one, so I'll type this one. Taika Waititi. How do we spell it? Okay, hold on one second, guys. Let me type this out. No, I'm not. Okay, so the next question is, Taika Waititi won the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay this year. What were the other 4 films nominated in this category? Whoever can chime in first. Robert Neal. Irishman, Joker, Little Women, 2 Popes. Let me just confirm this, and I think you are going to be the winner here. I'm pretty sure you're right, but I just want to make sure. That sounds right to me. Damn, you answered that fast. You were ready for that, weren't you? Alright, let's see. The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker. Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, the 2 Popes. There you go. We got a winner. We got a winner here. We got a lot of entries as well. Nabil Safi says Parasite. That actually was the winner of original screenplay. Dylan Mendez says Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite, Little Women. 2 of those films were original screenplays. But hey, thanks for participating here. Nabil Safi says Irishman and Joker. So basically, Nabil Safi says 2 Popes, Little Woman, Joker, Irishman, but he said Parasite first. Fair enough. Unbelievable messages. I have yet to see the 2 Popes. Or Unbelievable Montages says I have yet to see the 2 Popes. And Daniel N, Irishman, Joker, Little Women, and 2 Popes. Daniel N, my friend, you were pretty damn. You were the second place contender here. But Robert Neal's got it. So Robert Neal, I believe you came in second place last time, so let's see. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Well, guess what, my friend? You got it this time. You got the Jojo Rabbit code. So, Robert Neal. Message you on Instagram. My name on there is Rob Neal. Okay, yeah, absolutely, my friend. As I put in here, it's King Arises 131. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram. Say, hey, won the code for Jojo Rabbit, and I will send you the picture. And I'll send you the picture for it. sending the picture of the code. And with that, we've got one final code to give away, my friends. And that's Knives Out. The final code to give away is the digital copy code for Knives Out. This movie just came out on Blu-ray yesterday, so we've got a free digital copy code to give away here now. All right. So, I'm going to ask a similar question as I asked before. It's going to work the same exact way. And let me see. Let me just make sure of something before I ask. Before I get this question out there, and I'll be squared away. I think trivia is probably the fairest way to go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be very specific with this. And I'll type it out as well. I'll type out the question as well, just in case anybody wants to see, read it for themselves. Okay, so here we go. So the question is, and we're going to enter it in. The question is, not including Knives Out, what were Rian Johnson's 3 previous films in order from newest to oldest? So an example is, if you want me to say, okay, what are Steven Spielberg's 3 most recent films, not including his most recent Ready Player One? Well, I'd say The Post, The BFG, and Bridge of Spies. That's how to answer that question. Oh, JR comes in out of nowhere. JR comes in out of nowhere and says Star Wars The Last Jedi, Looper, and the Brothers Bloom. And that is correct. And you have won the code, my friend. JR, you have won the digital copy code for Knives Out. So let's see. Everybody else who contributed, Daniel says Looper, Brick, Last Jedi, Looper, Brick. Which would have been correct, but I guess a lot of you guys forgot about the Brothers Bloom. Wes Bailey says Star Wars Last Jedi, Looper, the Brothers Bloom. So you were in second place, my friend. Wes Bailey was in second place here. Second place entry. Jurassic Fett writes Last Jedi, Looper, Brick. A lot of people said that. Daniel N. Star Wars Last Jedi, Looper, the Brothers Bloom. So Daniel N., you came in third for the entries. Unbelievable montages. Yeah, I forgot he directed Brothers Bloom. Apparently a lot of people do. And JR says, sweet, thank you, just subscribed. Well, that's awesome, my friend. Thank you so much for subscribing. That means a lot. I hope to see you in the future sometime. And hey, don't forget, message me on Instagram or Twitter, whatever's easier for you, and say, hey, it's JR on YouTube. I won the code for Knives Out on Blu-ray. So, send it to me. I will. And I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you. All right. there's the codes. I want to congratulate our 3 winners. Our first winner being the new challenger. Our second winner being Robert Neal. And our third winner being Unbelievable Montages. So that concludes this week's the giveaways. That was very fun, and I definitely do awesome giveaway. Unbelievable Montages says awesome giveaway. Thank you so much. Double Forces says congrats everybody. Yeah, absolutely. And hey, everybody who popped into this, thank you so much for doing so. It really means a lot that you guys came in here, talked about these movies with me, these new releases, some of the older releases, movies I picked up. It's been great. It's been great to talk with you guys. Next Quickie Wednesday, I don't know if there's going to be any. I don't know if I'm going to have any movies. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's going to be an update. I'm not sure if there's going to be like news to talk about, because last week's Quickie Wednesday Live, which was actually the first Quickie Wednesday Live that I've done, I just talked about a lot of the news that's come out over the last few weeks. So after we got all that caught up, there really wasn't anything else. There really wasn't much else to talk about, really. I mean, Bob Iger steps down from Disney CEO. That was kind of surprising. Harvey Weinstein being convicted, that was kind of something a lot of people probably expected. I mean, the bat suit was revealed in a behind the scenes kind of leaked photo. The full bat suit and the stunt double in the suit, so we got to see the ears and everything. I thought it looked pretty good. We'll just have to see how it moves, see it in context. I thought the bike looked pretty cool that he was riding. He was also riding around with somebody else, so that was interesting. They are dropping the Candyman trailer tomorrow or something. Candyman trailer. I don't know what that is. What is Candyman? Candyman 2020. Candyman, a spiritual sequel to the 1992 horror film Candyman that returns to the Chicago neighborhood where the legend began. Okay, I have not seen the original Candyman, so I'm probably going to end up going into this with a completely open head and open mind. Unbelievable Montage says a remake of the Candyman horror movie. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so that's definitely interesting to me. Maybe I'll have to get on that. But yeah, there really wasn't too much to really get to here, too much to really talk about here, other than I had all these to update you guys with, talk to you guys about these movies. So yeah, if anything, next Quickie Wednesday Live, if anything, I'm gonna have the Frozen 2 digital copy giveaway. I might do it, like, if I get the movie, I might do an unboxing for it and give the code away during next Quickie Wednesday Live, because this was actually pretty fun. I like to do this live. It's fair. I think it's really kind of fair. It gives you guys the same chance to answer this kind of trivia question. Whoever kind of rings a bell first. Basically. So yeah. So that's the chance for next week. Other content coming on this channel. I still haven't seen Call of the Wild. I'm not sure if any of you are like, where's his review for Call of the Wild? He reviewed Bram's The Boy 2, and he didn't review Call of the Wild, the new Harrison Ford movie? Come on. And trust me, I know. I had planned to see Call of the Wild. Something came up, and then I had planned to see it again, and I fell asleep, and I ended up not going. So, yeah. I don't know. There's a chance that I'm going to see it tonight, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. That chance is probably slim to none. Tomorrow night I'm seeing Invisible Man, so maybe before that I'll do a double feature. I really have no idea. But my Invisible Man review will be up on Friday. So that I am very excited for. Really, really looking forward to that one. I mean, Elizabeth Moss looks incredible in the film. I've been hearing so many great things about it. So that's the next really big thing coming up on this channel. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you all again so much for watching this live Quickie Wednesday live #2. Thanks so much for watching. Unbelievable Montez says, I might have to watch the original before I watch that. Yes, I definitely agree with that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much again for watching. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want a digital copy code today, I will be sending you the code almost immediately after we finish up here, which is basically going to be now. So thank you guys once again. And we will see you guys next time. So yeah, guys, hope you have a good night. And until next time, over and out.